Hello and welcome to a new thing for the channel. Probably did this years ago, but I'm bringing it back. I love modern traditional beers. I love good beers. I don't want to be drinking the same crap, some session IPA that doesn't float the boat. I want to be drinking stuff that floats the boat. So, a new series. Doing a lot of these new series, aren't I? Hope to keep me focused on doing the beer channel. Been leaving and regretting leaving the world of beer. So tonight, now, is the inaugural 2025 Sainsbury's Beer Challenge. Oh yeah, Wraggys Beer Challenge for Sainsbury's. Well, not actually for them because I paid for the bloody beers. Both these are on a 4 for 7. This is the opening gambit. The winner of this goes on to meet the next contender for Sainsbury's champion beer. One beer versus beer. Once every, I don't know, fortnight, 3 weeks, I will do another one. It all depends on pennies that I've got at the time. You know, it's that sort of thing. I'm keeping me change like I've got at the moment. I've got change. Notes I leave in my wallet. Change I put to one side. And then 4 for 7, you know, I'll probably review something I've not reviewed for years like I've done today. Give them a punt, see how they go. And that is what I'm doing. So tonight it's Old Tom at 8.5% from Robinson's Brewery over in Stockport. And then from Morland's Brewery, it's Old Crafty Hen, 6.5%. You may have had these before, you may not. So this is the inaugural one. We're going to talk about the beers. I'll crack open each beer first, go through the beer. I have drank these multiple times over the years. Newish label for Robinson's Old Tom, 125 years. This is, wow. And it says on the back, after all this time, it's still the same great tasting ale brewed to the same award-winning recipe. Dubbed the original craft beer, this 8.5% dangerously drinkable legend was born in 1899 when Tom, the old brewer cat, was sketched into immortality by Robinson's head brewer. Fast forward 125 years and over 50 awards later, including several World's Best Ale awards, Old Tom has been a favourite tipple for generations. How absolutely amazing is that? Yeah. Brewed in Stockport, SK1 1JJ, literally not far away from my wife's auntie. So this was brewed in 2024, as it says on the can. Pop a smoke on the aroma there, on the bottle rather. Here we go. Pour it into the glass. Oh, I've had this on cask over at the Robin Hood and Little John when it was entered into the Great British Beer Festival where Abbott Ale won. Let's not go down that road. Although that version of Abbott Ale, that particular version was absolutely stunning. Yeah. So here we go. There's the pour. Neon black pour with a slightly light beige off-white head. This is room temperature beer. We don't want no cold. We want it room temperature. And the air's just getting to it. So at the moment, there's not a lot of aroma. Malty. 8.5%. Can't tell it. Can't tell. Well, I can tell. There's a touch of licorice, I think. Malty. Oh, it's tasting good. I can't fault it. Oh. It's an absolute legendary beer, and it's still a legendary beer. So there's a lovely maltiness to it. There's a richness to it. It's a glorious beer. To say this is in supermarkets at 8.5% in this day and age, 8.5, not 8.4. Remember that. Your Duvels have gone down to 8.4 to get below the duty. This is 8.5 still, 330ml. I absolutely rate this beer. You have no doubt over the years, people who've watched this channel for years know how I feel. I've done the 10 bottle Old Tom challenge like a prat. I ate a load of food beforehand. That was to keep me stopped from getting steaming. The problem with that is I didn't get steaming. I got sick, and I just could not drink a single thing more. And then I was a bit sick. So yeah. Not that you need to know that, but yeah. So still an absolute legend. For anybody watching this, you'll be pleased to know, royally pleased. It's an absolute bit of quality. You get your craft beers, they come and go all the time. And then something like this sits on supermarket shelves. What? £2.60, £2.75, 4 for 7. 4 for 7 quid. Which comes out at £1.75 each. In 2025, when prices are, when the world's stupid, oh. So I'm going to pour the rest in. Would I drink it again? That is an absolute yes. Out of 5, all day long. Good 4.55. Stunning beer. Anyway, that's the first part of this challenge. Second part, to introduce from Greene King. Yeah, I know, Greene King. Greene King. Gotta be honest. If I'm talking directly to Greene King, sort your pubs out, team. Get this sort of thing into your pubs on cask. There's a Greene King pub near me. It has Abbot Ale on. Not the version of Abbot Ale that you won second place at the Great British Beer Festival, which caused a ruckus. Get the version of Abbot Ale that had the edit of Robin Hood and Little John, that was made for that beer festival. The decent version. You know where we're coming from. As anybody who drinks Abbot Ale and has drank Abbot Ale loads over the years, the bottled version slaughters the normal cask beer version. The version of the Robin Hood, the Winter Beer Festival that they had at the Robin Hood was the same version as that. That is a massive improvement on what it is at a normal Greene King pub. But Greene King, you've got the back catalogue. Put that back catalogue in your pubs. The cask beer drinkers will come back to Greene King pubs. Not everyone, because you're probably annoyed a load. But you're at Crafty Hen on cask. I would dream of having this on cask. Dream. So Crafty Hen is an oak aged strong ale, 6.5%. I will read what it says on the back. We take our legendary 5 times strong ale, aged gently in oak vats for many months, and blend it with old speckled hen. Oak vats, so not barrels, oak vats. Blend it with old speckled hen to create this masterpiece, a perfectly crafted premium ale bursting with malt, toffee and dried fruit notes. And as much as I don't agree with Greene King buying Hardy and Hanson's, local brewery near me, and basically closing it down, selling it off, taking the beer, and the only beer that you see out of that is Rockin' Rudolph. They have got a good back catalogue of beers that need to be on cask all the time in Greene King pubs. Not just Old Speckled, not just Abbott, not just Greene King IPA, bleh, all that North and South rubbish that they came out with years ago. Anyway, less of the preaching, let's get to the beer. There's a reason why this and Old Tom are in the inaugural Wraggys Sainsbury's Beer Challenge. Yeah, let's call it Wraggys Sainsbury's Beer Challenge. To find the best beer in Sainsbury's, for me at least. Ha! Hey, it's always about me. If I'm drinking, it's about me, innit? You know what I mean? You smell what the rag's cooking. So here we go. Let's pour some. Oh, look at that. Oh, I am and always will be a modern traditional fan. I love the impies. I do not like paying silly prices for beer. I brew my own beer. I know how much it costs to brew beer. Yeah. So I'm not being tight. I'm being sensible. 6.5%. Amber looking pour this. A lovely whitehead. 5 mils, 6 mils of whitehead there. Are we being pedantic and fucking, measuring it? No, we're not. Bit of carbonation going up the side of the glass, I can see there. Oh, Old Speckled Hen mixed with 5 times strong ale. How I would love to be able to buy the 5 times strong ale before it's bloody mixed. I don't care what the ABV is, I assume it's a ridiculously strong ABV. Because Old Speckled Hen is what? 4.5%, 5% maybe? This is 6.5%, so is it 8%, 9%? Anyway, the head's dissipated quite quickly, as you can see. There we go. Toffee, dried fruits. Oh. And irrespective of the fact of who brews the beer, we run past that. We don't care who brews it. We forget who brews the beer, so we're not, clouded by any issues. But that is lovely. Yeah. Oh, it's been a while. Beer reviewing. It's all right. Reviewing a beer, then not going back to a beer for a year or 2 years because you've reviewed that beer. You don't need to go down that road. But then you come back to this. And like I say, yes, 4 for £7 is actually expensive compared to what we used to pay. Yeah, I know that. It used to be 2 for £3, then 3 for £5, and then 4 for £6, now 4 for £7, and it kills me as much as anybody else. I remember Morrison's 4 for £5. I mean, they were great days, they were. But it is what it is. We can't. Obviously the government are pushing the price of beer up, as you can see by the price of the single beers, albeit, and I sometimes wonder how Greene King and others can still produce this beer at a price, because whatever the single price is not, what they're selling it to Sainsbury's for is a hell of a lot lower than that. We've got to remember this. All the breweries are making little profit, very, very little profit off their own beer. But brand name, yeah, it has ruined breweries putting their beers into supermarkets, destroyed them. You know, you've got to be very clever how you balance it up. Some breweries are losing money selling beers to supermarkets. A bottle is anything between 50 to 80 pence a bottle. I know this because my mate at Bridlington Brewery and Tap Room, he pays 80 pence a bottle. So he's down 80 pence. That's before he brews the beer, puts the beer in. I assume that mega breweries pay a hell of a lot less. They're buying hundreds of thousands. So that what they're paying is going to be less. Probably 30 pence, 40 pence, I assume. But still, packaging, making the beer and that, you know, they're still, I would assume they're still, you know, looking at £1.30, £1.40 to break even, £1.50 to break even. Interesting. But anyway, let's not get into the that politics, but it's an interesting dissection to you know, to think about what prices are, and as we all moan, and I'm sure we all do, about prices of beer, and about our struggling ourselves to buy beer, and then, you know, the cost of malt, hops, blah blah blah, cost of wages. You know, people need to be paid, as we all do. Supermarkets want their slice of the profit, which they do. Yeah, it's interesting, and obviously that's why bulk packs are always the better way to buy beer, because bulk packs, you're getting more beer, but in the end these guys will make more money off that than they will a single bottle, hence why single bottles are more expensive. Anyway, 17 minutes in, it's going to be a long review, although I ain't got that long because my phone's going to die. Yeah, lovely toffee with this. I can smell that toffee, which you would expect from the Old Speckled Hen, which has got a toffee flavour to it. Oh. And this is all down to preference, you know. Old Tom versus Old Crafty. It's all down to your own preference. But it's fun. It's fun to try it. Fun to do it. Fun to divulge into this, and you know, it also gives me a chance to do something interesting. I've been down, really down on the world of beer for a while. I think I've been reviewing just not mediocre beer, but beer that's not wide known, and drinking beer in a cold shed, it kills you, and working in cold, it kills you in the winter. Would I drink this again? No shadow of a doubt I would. It's absolutely top class beer. I don't care who brews it, don't give a shit who brews it. If it's good beer, it's good beer. Tough, you know, not getting into politics, even though you heard me earlier. Finely crafted, you can't fault decent beer, you know. So yeah, would I drink it again? Absolutely. Out of 5 for me, good 4.55. Same score as over Tom. Yeah. Right, here we go. Pour the rest in. Oh, I want to get the air to the beer. That's the reason for pouring it all in. So the Emperor's Brewery glass has got the Old Crafty Hen. Blue Monkey's glass has got the Old Tom in. All beer is in. So here we go. Beer versus beer. Who's my inaugural winner of the Wraggys Sainsbury's Beer Challenge? Oh, 6.5% versus 8.5%. We look at the beers. I've got to be honest, you know, they both look great, don't they? Yeah. The slightly lighter Old Crafty Hen versus the rather dark Old Tom. This is going to be stupidly close. Yeah. And it's all down to me. It's all down to my preference. But, you know, feel free to do a 4 for 7, get yourself some beers and join in. You know, this is what Wraggys Beer Reviews was about. Yes, I'm not doing the lives. I know that. I know. I can't commit to it. I'm still not in a great place with the beer review world. More me than anybody else. Although mentally, I'm probably one of the best places I've been for a while. Mental health wise, strong. Not caring so much about shit. Not letting myself get anxious. Things at work have got better and clarity has come forward. I understand now what's going off. Don't agree with it, but it's like, okay, I'll do that. Doesn't look as good anymore. Well, tough, innit? You chose. It lies on you. You want me to take away my flowers? I'll take my flowers away. I'll move them away from around the building area. Move them to the furthest place away. People go down there and say, this is amazing. But yeah, in a better place. So, here we go. Oh, yes, it's convoluted 22 minutes. Wow. So, they look great. I'm not going to, as they are, they look great. They're both different, but they look great. I've seen the heads. We've seen the heads on both. Aroma-wise, I expect a winner on this. I do. Toffee, touch of vanilla, bit of dried fruit on the Crafty Hen, on the Old Tom. A malty, a licorice, and a strength, like a barrel coming through. 8.5%. So again, it's very close, very, very close. You know, there's no clear winner. Yeah. It's a smidget one way or the other. Oh, taste. And this is where I have to go and close my eyes. I know which is which and which is, and then left hand, right hand, but I know which is which. So I'm going to close my eyes and just taste. A lovely beer, Old Crafty. Thankfully, no nasty glucose or anything like that. Just a quality beer for the price it is. It's no wonder. It's. I assume it sells a lot in supermarkets. Okay. Old Tom. A different beast. Whilst there is obviously more flavour in the Old Crafty, Old Tom is comparable to today's barley wines and imperial stouts. It is a more luxurious taste. there is a complexity. This is finer than the Old Crafty, which is in itself a stunning beer. Oh. Bloody hell. It is ridiculously close. I know this has the flavour, this has the quality and the refine, you know, the fineness. They are both stunning looking, superbly well priced in supermarkets. You know, if both of these were brewed by craft breweries and put in a can, £4 or £5 for both. You know, it's as simple as that. Yeah. It's been a while since I've had two big beers straight together. Lovely. Enjoying it. "26 minutes. Wow. So it is closer than you would expect, you know. I accept different flavours, the beers will be different. Old Tom is very different to probably all the other beers that are going to be part of this Wraggys Sainsbury's challenge, the beer challenge. And for a beer to be so, you know, relevant in 2025, after being made and started to be made in 1899, I tip my hat to Robinson's Brewery. They probably don't know me, you know, they probably never watched the beer review, but I absolutely tip my hat to Robinson's Brewery. However, tonight, the winner of the 2025, because every year beers change, breweries change, good breweries change, you know. 20 years ago, Hobgoblin, Bombardier, Doombar and many others were very different than the art of the beers of today. Yeah, some of those brands have gone forever. But today, Old Crafty Hen is the first winner of my Wraggys Sainsbury's Beer Challenge. It will now go on to meet the next beer whenever I do it again. As for the moment, Old Crafty Hen is my favourite beer at Sainsbury's. There's going to be some interesting battles. There are some great beers in the beer range at Sainsbury's to challenge this. Doesn't have to be a strong beer. The weaker beer won today, so that tells you. Only by a smidge though. But that's it. Cheers everyone. What do you think? You know, for anybody who's watched all this, I thank you. Yeah. Thank you for still supporting this channel. You know, 7 years in. Well, nearly 7 years. Soon. But that has got to be a live. Definitely. I've definitely got to get some big impies and do a live for that. Or maybe brew my own impy. But yeah, that's something coming up, I think. Yeah, a decent impy for May. I think it's May. But yeah. The winner, the first winner. And so, Old Crafty Hen versus whoever next. Who should I go for next to go against Old Crafty? Let me know. Cheers all.